Ladies and gentlemen, our Miss World family is right here on stage, and there couldn't be a better start to FBB Colors Femina Miss India 2018. You all have sparkled, and don't they look lovely in wearing Indian, everybody? They've actually taken the effort. Did I hear yes? I can't hear you. Nice, nice. Sorry? Oh, can we all... Thank you for putting me out of the frame. And yeah, that happens when beautiful women come on stage. Center? Manushi, could you come in the center, please? Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. Just placing them there and getting it back so beautifully. Right. I would love for you, since you are the start of this lineup here, if you could please say a few words one by one and tell us about your Beauty with a Purpose tour. And just before you start, I want to say you all look beautiful. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Hill. I'm from England, and I'm representing Miss World Europe. Manushi's project stands with particular emotion from my point of view. Like Manushi, I am also a medical professional, so my background is in radiotherapy and oncology and the study of cancer. So Manushi's project is absolutely essential. Feminine hygiene awareness is absolutely essential for the appropriate treatment and prevention of gynecological cancer. Certainly, I think all the girls can agree with me when I say that the Miss World experience is like nothing we will ever experience again or had ever experienced before. It was a celebration of women, of unity, of diversity. It was such an incredible experience, and we just had the most incredible time while we were there. And certainly for any aspiring Miss Indias, whether they be in the audience, whether they be out in the world, around in India, I think the best advice that we can give you is to be yourself. It sounds like a cliche, but it is so important. Be honest, be true, and know what you stand for, and basically just show us what a wonderful person you are, because you are all so incredibly wonderful. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Come on, can we have a louder round of applause? We have someone all the way from England here.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Andrea Mesa. I come from Mexico, and I'm also Miss World Americas 2017. It's an honor to be here. This is my first time in India. Actually, it's the first time of everyone, except for Stephanie. And we have been having such a great time and meeting all those people around India. I know this is going to be an experience that we will never forget. The same as Miss World. And talking about Manushi's project, well, I can say that I can relate with this, and this is something that is inspiring us, not only Manushi, but all of the girls, and I know all of the Miss World organization and all of the people here in India and all around the world, because I know this is something that is not just happening here in India, but it's happening all around the countries, and I really want to be the voice in Mexico and in the American continent to tell what the Indian people is doing here, so they can be inspired by you. And well, talking about Miss World, this Miss World has been the best experience ever. It was the first time I actually joined a pageant, and as Manucci was saying, I also was a very insecure person that didn't want to join a pageant because I thought that the ladies over the stage were untouchable, that were actually unreal. Now I know that this is not true. We're just as any of all the girls that we can see in the street, in the store, whatever, in the school. But we took that, we decided to take the opportunity or participate in a beauty pageant. And I really believe that it was the best decision I've ever had made in my life. So thank you very much, Natasha, for inviting us here. And thank you, India, for having us in your beautiful country.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we, come on, give it up for her.
Thank you.
She's enjoying the spicy food here, right, Miss Mexico?
I do.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Magdalene Jeruto. I'm from Kenya, and I'm representing Africa. Wow, it's such a good view to be here. Anyway, now, I just want to talk about Manushi's project. I think it's high time, actually, we talk about this menstrual hygiene. Because, you know, in every society, if you want a society to stay strong, you start with a woman. You empower a woman. Manushi's project is actually giving us a way forward in our society, because when you talk about hygiene, it's paramount. And for her to come up with such a project that no one actually has ever talked about for such a long time is such a very amazing thing to do in life, especially for a young woman. So it's not just happening in India, and like we always say, it's not something that still need to be kept under the wrap. It's something that we need to talk about it. It's happening all over the world. In Africa, I come from a place where no one talks about it in some communities. It's still like a taboo, but we're working on that. We'll get there, and we need to empower women, especially providing them the facilities that they need in life. So thank you, Manushi, for championing such a cause. And talking about Miss World, Miss World is such a wonderful beauty pageant. It's not just like any other beauty pageant in the world. It's something, it's a platform, or rather, it's a beauty pageant that gives a woman a platform in the society to talk about their views. It gives them a voice to air their views in the society. It gives them an opportunity to be who they want to be and to go for what they want to be in life. So for any young woman who really want to be a Miss World in future, or not even in future, this year, I just want to tell you, just be focused in life. Know what you want to do, know your purpose, and go for it. Do not let any obstacle define what you really want to do in life. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Stephanie Del Valle. I'm Miss World 2016, aka how Manushi introduced me. The lovely girl who crowned your lovely Miss World.
We love you.
Oh, I love you guys too, so much. Well, as a Miss World, of course, I have had the opportunity of an entire year and now another year to travel and to work with Beauty with a Purpose. And I've been to many places and worked with many different organizations, whether it be providing food to early childhood development centers, helping with housing, water, education, all of these things that are essential to life. And now here in support of Manushi's project with something so important as hygiene, but specifically feminine hygiene, to teach young girls and women and boys and men and just everybody that menstruation is something normal. It is something that we should be proud of. And it is incredible, and I feel so proud of Manushi for having the guts to go out and finally talk about something that nobody ever does. And
can we give a round of applause for that? Come on, you need guts to really do what she did, and it's amazing. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for saying that.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's good to see someone who is young and vibrant and intelligent have this dedication to promote something with such passion. And that's something that the Miss World organization allows you to do locally and internationally. It gives you a platform to go and to promote anything that you feel needs to be changed in the world. For example, my project when I was competing had to do with awareness and inclusion for children with Down syndrome, and you know, we have girls who have, you know, done so many incredible things, like allowing kids to have online schooling and bringing water to certain villages. It really is an incredible, incredible platform. And for all the girls who decide to compete in Miss India or in Miss whatever country, I just want to remind you guys that this is something you can do. But all you have to be is very responsible and very dedicated, and always keep in mind that carrying the title of your country is a big responsibility. But as long as it is something that you really, really want to do, there's nothing stopping you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Stephanie.
Namaste. I am Han Kim from Korea, and I'm representing Asia in Miss World 2017.
That was the cutest namaste I've heard. Just letting you know that.
Thank you. Ever since I was young, I was highly interested in learning various cultures and languages. And I was not rich, but I tried my best to get scholarship, or I worked to earn money to experience a lot of cultures. Well, thankfully, so I had myriad opportunity to study abroad and volunteer abroad and traveling around the world. And when I was in Nicaragua, in orphanage, when I was playing with them, playing flute, I just realized that by sharing my experience, by sharing my ability, I can make someone to find their potentiality and to find their ability. And I just thought that why would we have to spend some time to war or terrorism while we have a lot of natural disasters, while we have a lot of problems that we have to solve together? So that was the reason that I applied for Miss World pageant. And it was right. During the pageant, just by watching all our contestants' Beauty with a Purpose projects, I could really see what's happening in the world, and we could come up with a better idea to solve the problem together. And now we are supporting MANUSHI's project, which is about feminine hygiene, which is also one big issue in Korea, and which is really important thing that we have to make our voice. So I really want to say thank you to MANUSHI for making this a chance and making my dream come true and making me participate in making better world. And what was most impressive in India during our travel was actually meeting foreign minister of India for me, because our foreign minister is also a woman. And by watching women being have more chance and getting more position in our society, it just made me so proud of being a woman. So I wish our project can be spread out to more and more people and to the whole world. And I wish all the women and all the little kids and beautiful kids in here, and I wish all the girls that we have been meeting can grow up and do something for world. Thank you so much.
I'm going to come and give you a hug, all right? I think you need it. That was really sweet. Thank you so much for doing that. Thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening to all these beautiful girls who sang the national anthem so lovely. I need to learn the words so that I can join them next time. Thank you so much for having us here. I am Solange Sinclair. I'm from Jamaica, representing the Caribbean, which is quite literally on the opposite side of the world. And it is so interesting to know that
the same issues that we face on the complete opposite side of the world is something that is very similar to what's happening here. You know, being here with Manushi and all the lovely Miss World sisters on this project that she has so bravely decided to embark on has really opened my eyes to know that we are not alone in the different realities or difficulties that we face. You know, anywhere in the world that you are, we may be facing the same and similar things, and it is important to not only to change this and to change it through talking about it and understanding it and bringing it to light, which is exactly what Manushi is here working on. So the issue of feminine hygiene and lack of awareness around this is something that definitely plagues the Caribbean as well, and many countries in the Caribbean where women and young girls feel ashamed to talk about or really understand something that is so natural to our lives. And so that is why through her Beauty with a Purpose project it's so important, because, you know, beauty with a purpose is what separates Miss World from any other beauty pageant. Beauty, physical beauty fades after a while, but it is your inner beauty and who you are and what you stand for that is everlasting. And what you stand for in whatever purpose that you solely believe in is what is everlasting. So similar to Manushi, I was very much a tomboy, didn't know what concealer was. I've never modeled, I've never done anything like that in my life. You know, 1 year ago, if you told me that I'd be here today, I would probably laugh. But, you know, it's not just being up on stage and having a beautiful smile and waving that matters. It's what is the difference that you are making in your community, in your country. How are you working together and collaborating with many other young ladies such as yourselves to really make a change? And that is why it's so important for us to be here today. You know, I think that through this Beauty with a Purpose project, you really realize your potential and just how far you can reach and how much you can achieve, because all it takes is that one idea or that one vision. You know, you may not know how to get there, you may not know what you need to be able to make it happen, but once you have that belief or that vision to know that this is something that I want to do, you can and you will achieve it. You know, so dream big is the biggest advice I would give to any young girl or young lady that is out there that wants to join Miss India. Dream big, for there is no dream that is too big for you to be able to conquer and accomplish. You know, and have faith, put in the hard work, because it's never easy. You know, it takes hard work, it takes dedication, and it takes believing in yourself. And through all of this, you can and you will achieve greatness. You can achieve the unthinkable, and you can be up here just like all of us who, myself, didn't think it was possible, making a difference in many, many people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, such strong women are telling everyone in this country that come be a Miss India, and this is what you get to do. You get to find your purpose. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for doing this, and we really appreciate it. Over to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Annie Evans, Miss Oceania 2017. Thank you so, so much for patiently waiting for us beauty queens. We really appreciate it, and again, we're so sorry we made you wait so long. When Natasha told us to talk today about, you know, what would you say to the aspiring Manushis of India, and I think it really struck a chord with me, because Miss World is all about beauty with a purpose, and purpose is one of the most important things you can have in your life. I know you girls out there probably haven't really thought about that part of your life yet, and without getting too philosophical, purpose is honestly one of the things you need to find in your life, because I've heard from many people, I mean, if you think about it, at the end of your life, you can have money, you can have wealth, you can have power, you can have blah, 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 blah. But if you didn't have a purpose, if you didn't service other people, if you didn't help other people better themselves, then, you know, you look back on your life and what kind of life did you live if you didn't help other people and you didn't make other people feel the way that other people made you feel, you know, feel good about yourself and help other people achieve their best self. So I think that's really what the kind of advice I would give to the aspiring Manushis is to find your purpose in life. Find what you're passionate about, Find what's special to you, how you can change the community in your own very special way, and work at it. Work so hard. Don't let anyone tell you that, you know, any purpose is too big or too small or too crazy. If you believe in something, go chase it. I know this probably sounds completely crazy to you, but just remember this, maybe in 5 years or something, you remember I said this, and remember that purpose and helping other people is the most important thing in your life to aspire to.
Thank you.
I think
Yeah.
I think I'd like to thank all of you for joining me in this journey. It doesn't look as unachievable as it seems when it's heard of, because of all of you, because we're working as a team. And Kim, I think you guys are the ones who are helping me achieve my dream, so thank you so much. And thank you so much to these little girls who've come all the way to see us. I think we're even more excited to see you. Thank you so much for being such patient listeners. And just one more thing, Natasha.
Okay.
Please don't kill me for this. The camera's watching, but I know a lot of people mistake you for my mother. But I'll always be a proud daughter.
Sweet. I'm as young as her. Just remember that. I'm as old as her, rather. Yeah. Ladies, why don't you all just take a seat? We would like you to take a seat. I know you're standing for way too long.